former DRDO Chairman and President Aeronautical Society of India, Satish Reddy Garu, and Chairman Abu Dhabi School of Management, Taib Kamli Garu, and our great inspiration for all of us, previous ISRO Chairman Somnath Garu, Jay Shanti Garu, AP Dash Garu, Kishore Garu, and all the important dignitaries, visionaries, and all the innovators who are present today. A warm good evening to each and every one of you, and my sincere greetings to each and every one of you that's present today. In fact, it is a very busy time for us, considering that we just had our President's address today, and tomorrow we have the budget. And you can see how the politicians and the political leaders and all, especially the ministers, the government, they're being followed every now and then. And even for us also, it's a very important time. It's a very hectic time. But I feel privileged to be here, to be amongst the great visionaries and the great minds. And in fact, I have to thank Satish Reddy Garu for ensuring that I'm present here in this moment. And in fact, after looking at each and every one of you, I have to say that though my position has made me important to be here, but I feel as a youngster and a young person, I am thoroughly inspired by all the work that has been done by all the wonderful people that are here. So it is my great privilege and a great honor to be present here in the 73rd Annual General Body Meeting by the Aeronautical Society of India. And looking at this whole audience and the people that are here, Aeronautical Society of India is much like the parent. And aerospace, aviation are like the children. And aerospace is the bigger brother, aviation is the younger brother, much like the age that we are representing today also. And like you see in any house, bigger brother, once he gets more bigger, the t-shirts and all get passed on to the younger brother. And likewise, in aviation, all the innovations, all the contributions that are made by the aerospace sector and all, we become the beneficiary of it. We kind of enjoy the fruits. So it is very much, I feel it is my responsibility also to be present here with Aeronautical Society, trying to do so much for the growth of the country and especially the growth of aerospace and both aviation. So as a biggest beneficiary, it becomes my thorough responsibility to be present here in such a important meeting. And established in 1948, during the formative years of the Indian independence, the Aeronautical Society was a symbol of young nation's ambition to contribute to global scientific advancements. The journey from those initial days to its shaping our aspirations for a Viksit Bharat today, it has been truly remarkable. And I must acknowledge the Aeronautical Society of India's contribution to nurturing new talent and driving technological advancements which have been pivotal in India's emergence as a global aerospace power. And on this occasion today, I like to attribute its success to the greats like Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan Garu, H.D. Devegowda Garu, Dr. Manmohan Singh Garu, and Bharat Ratna APJ Abdul Kalam Garu, and many more people who have contributed towards the betterment of the society and the country. And the fact that the society today stands with a formidable membership of over 15,000 researchers, professionals, academicians, including representatives from our very own DGCA, AAI, Pavan Hans, speaks volumes of the importance that this society has created. And I believe that the Aeronautical Society of India embodies the spirit of ambition, innovation, and inspiration to its core. I think what truly sets the Aeronautical Society of India apart is its ability to bring synergy across diverse ecosystem of aviation, aerospace, professionals, institutions, industries, startups, and also the government bodies. It has been by the binding force that unites these critical pillars, ensuring a collective push towards India achieving its aerospace and aviation objectives. Just like today's seminar, which has brought many policymakers together, researchers and industry leaders from across the globe together, we today are attending one of the most finest organization societies in the country, which is going to shape the future of the country tomorrow. But we also have to see that what collectively can we bring to the table today. And in fact, the theme of today has been the challenges in aerospace for Viksit Bharat 27. But in fact, I come from the Telugu Desam party, and we have a very visionary leader, Chandrababu Naidu Garu, leading our party, and he is the CM of the state. And in fact, every time we speak about a challenge with him, he says, don't use the word challenge. Every challenge is an opportunity in disguise. So whenever you see a challenge, just consider it as an opportunity. So I would like to continue the same kind of terminology. While the term challenges is often used in such contexts, I firmly believe that we are witnessing today is aerospace sector is not much of the series of challenges, but rather the vast, exciting opportunities that align perfectly with our vision for a Viksit Bharat. As the country's civil aviation minister, I must share my thought that there are no challenges in India's civil aviation sector, there are only opportunities. And under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, it is with this optimism and purpose that we are flying towards our objective of a developed and self-reliant India by 2047. And the number of air passengers annually has surpassed 350 million, positioning India as the third largest domestic aviation market in the whole world. And over the past 10 years, the domestic air passenger traffic has been growing at an annual rate of more than 10 to 12%. The number of airports in the country have doubled from what used to be 74 in 2014 to 159 today in just 10 years. No other country in the world has achieved this kind of success in aviation sector. So, which is why, coming back to the point, I don't see any challenges. I only see opportunities in our way forward. And for Viksit Bharat 2047, we have formulated a National Airports Development Plan 2047, which outlines the need for additional airports based on the projected growth. And by 2047, India's annual passenger traffic is expected to reach 300 to 350 crores. And to meet this demand, we are implementing a master plan to expand our airport network, which I just said that we have 159 today. And in the next 20 to 25 years, we want to create more than 200 more airports in the country. And with 50 more airports just planned in the next 5 years, which is the plan that we have, and development works at 2 major airports, including the Noida Jewar Airport and also the Navi Mumbai Airport, which are going to open in April itself, and many more are in the stage of completion. This is the plan that we have for building of airports tomorrow in the country. And we have on book the largest aircraft orders, placing an order of more than 200. We have 300 already delivered. So to be exact, 1720 planes. 1720 planes are still on order, and imagine the kind of aircraft fleet that is going to come into the country in the next 10 to 15 years. Furthermore, India is emerging as the fastest growing MRO space, expanding at 3 times the global rate. With innovation at center of our progress, we are also on track to becoming the third largest drone market globally by the year 2030. This remarkable progress is driven by factors such as government policies for improved infrastructure and the introduction of regional connectivity scheme called the UDAN scheme, which has been revolutionary in changing the aviation landscape in the country. It has more or less democratized the air travel also. Before the UDAN scheme, we were continuously building airports, but the challenge has always been how do you connect these airports? Because for the airlines, it is always about the commercial viability. So when there was no viability, there was always a challenge from the government side on running these airports. So then, under the guidance of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we have brought in the UDAN scheme, which is Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. We have facilitated for viability gap funding, and wherever there were unserved or underserved airports in the country, we have given them a preference. We have joined them with many of the biggest airports in the country, and through that, we have channelized the power the smaller airports have. And we have started more than 602 air routes in the country, and now more than half are functional right now, and more than 1 crore 50 lakh people have traveled in these UDAN routes, and we have many more coming in the future also. So wherever we see a challenge, we see it kind of as an opportunity, and we are trying to drive the system and the policy in such a way that this challenge can be converted into an opportunity. And with India's strong economic growth, urbanization and an expanding middle class, the civil aviation sector is witnessing a remarkable boom. The growth, however, requires strong R&D, policy support, and also substantial investment in the future years. And I believe that technological innovations and advancements would be the key to position India as a global leader in aerospace by 2047. And for this, national institutions are set to play a very major role. About 3 months back, I visited the CSIR National Aerospace Laboratories in Bangalore, which is the heart of India's aviation research. And I take great pride in the incredible work that's being done there. And it has played a key role in securing our skies as well. The development of our indigenous light combat aircraft Tejas is a remarkable achievement in that direction, and I would like to congratulate all the people who are involved in making that a reality. And advanced flight control systems and superior maneuverability of Tejas highlights the technical capability of NAL. This is just one example from one institution, and there are many, many more across the country where there are inspirational stories for the way forward. And as the Civil Aviation Minister of the country, I take pride in the remarkable trainer aircraft also at NAL, which is the Hansa 3. And I think they have presented in the morning. And now, the advanced Hansa NG with its modern glass cockpit and fuel-efficient engine, it was glad to see that NAL has initiated work on the electric aircraft also, E-Hansa, to rise up to the demand of the country to become net zero emission by 2070. And I believe Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, renowned for its manufacturing expertise, is also key to turning those innovations into production-ready solutions. With the right collaborations and a clear roadmap, we are very soon going to manufacture our very own India's first indigenously manufactured regional transport aircraft, which has been a dream for a long time, which has also been mentioned by our President Reddy Garu. We have come to the stage where India needs its own regional transport aircraft. And it's not an easy process also, which is why in the ministry, under the guidance of our Prime Minister, we have already embarked on the ambitious 90-seater RTA program, where we wholeheartedly supporting this initiative. We have put up a special purpose vehicle in the ministry itself. And with a plan of 5 years, we want to call in all the stakeholders, let it be from the government side, industry side, international, bring in everyone, assess the situation that is there today, kind of find out the pros and cons in the industry, way forward, set a clear roadmap in 5 years. What all do you need so that India has the capability to set up its own regional transport aircraft manufacturing in the country itself? Today we see the potential is there. Lot of these components which go into the aircraft are getting manufactured today. Earlier, what was considered to be a precision engineering and only preferred to be done in certain countries, India has bulldozed that area, and now we are able to produce a lot of these components. At least 30 to 35% of components are being built here, let it be Airbus, Boeing, or any other aircraft manufacturers. They are trying to procure these components from India. Now, how do we increase the components from 35% to, let's say, 60%, 70, 80% down the line, and ultimately reach the goal of having the regional transport aircraft? It is with that mission in mind that we are moving ahead today, and I totally believe that the country has come to that potential today to make it a reality. But we need still our parent like Aeronautical Society of India also giving its blessings and thoroughly coordinating and hand-holding all the important stakeholders here to move forward unilaterally in the same direction. Which is why I feel society like Aeronautical Society of India has a very big role to play in the individual dreams each one has. Let it be in aerospace, let it be in aviation. So when we have these kind of big dreams and big targets set, it is a collective target. So once you have these societies all playing together, we have a lot of collaboration, a lot of sharing to do, a lot of coordination that happens, which improves the strength of each individual sector. So which is why we are also tapping into the strength of Aeronautical Society of India for making this big dream a reality in the coming days. And many of the great minds that are here, I'm sure that you'll all come to collaborate in the special purpose vehicle that we are trying to set up at the ministry also. Likewise, we are also trying to promote domestic development and manufacturing of critical aviation infrastructure and equipment, like for boosting indigenous drone manufacturing. A production-linked incentive scheme is being there. We're offering a flat 20% incentive for 3 years, an exclusive benefit for the drone industry. Unlike the other PLI schemes which gradually decline the incentives, we are maintaining a steady 20% every year. And additionally, to encourage domestic innovation, the government has banned the import of drones and drone kits while allowing the free import of components to support local intellectual property creation. There is a big industry here in the drone sector where there needs to be a lot of indigenous manufacturing happening. we still see a lot of these components coming from outside, especially one major country. There lies a great opportunity for the youngsters, young startups to move more into the R&D of the component manufacturing in drones also. We have tried to give some PLI schemes so that we can kickstart that process, and we'll be continuously trying to assist from the government side, from the ministry side, so that our whole idea is to get 100% indigenous drone manufacturing being set up in the country. So there is some way, some more progress which is required in that sector also. And I must also mention that before 2014, drone usage in India was heavily dependent on imports with an unorganized industry landscape. But the present NDA government is committed to fostering the growth of the drone industry, adopting a trust-based self-certification approach to regulation. With the liberalized drone rules in 2021, 90% of the airspace has been given as green zone, so allowing drones up to 400 feet to operate freely without any security clearance. And so far, there are more than 12,000 certified drone pilots in the country. We are training, giving a license to the drone pilots also, and around 29,500 unique drone identification numbers, which is the drones actually more than 29,500 drones have been there in the country. And the numbers, there is a huge scope. We see in the next 10 years, the requirement of the country can be up to 30 lakhs. If you consider the used cases that the drone presents to us, 30 lakhs, and we are sitting at the 30,000 number. So imagine the kind of potential the drone industry has in the market tomorrow. And building on this momentum, we are now also focused on advanced air mobility vehicles to revolutionize urban transportation, cargo logistics, and emergency response. The advanced air mobility, or the eVTOLs, electric vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, and with the rapid evolution of this technology, the eVTOLs will play a crucial role in shaping the future of mobility. Consider like Pune or Mumbai or Delhi, where the cities are getting too much congested with the traffic that is there, and you have these eVTOL vehicles where from the airport to any place in the city, what takes you up to 90 minutes or 180 minutes, you're just able to travel in 15-20 minutes. So that is going to change the whole way we are going to commute in these urban areas, and especially these vehicles are going to be electric, so very sustainable also in their nature. So this is the future that we are looking at, and somewhere early 2026, we are seeing the regulation also coming into place, the prototypes also coming into place, and we might see it as reality in India also. We are strongly working towards making it a reality, and we see that early next year we can see some of these vehicles flying in the country itself. And there is going to be a lot of progress, lot of innovation, lot of technology orientation that is required in this area. And because a lot of startups are here, younger generation is here, that is one area of focus that you can work on in the future also. And last year we also had the Delhi Declaration, which was adopted in Delhi, where 41 countries from the Asia Pacific have participated, which have emphasized the need to identify opportunities for innovation and integrating emerging technologies like advanced air mobility and many like drone technology and many, many more. And even our Prime Minister in his remarks at that conference has highlighted that air taxis are going to become a reality in the country tomorrow. And I believe advanced air mobility has the potential to enhance accessibility and unlock new economic opportunities for many sectors in the country. And recognizing this transformative potential, the DGCA has already issued comprehensive advisory circulars on the commissioning of vertiports and ensuring the airworthiness of these new aircrafts. And our vision is to develop a safe, sustainable, and economic, viable ecosystem for the advanced air mobility vehicles and paving the way for a future transportation in the country. The government is committed to creating an enabling policy environment, supporting research and development, to creating and accelerating the adoption of these eVTOL vehicles. And I urge the industry partners and the startups to seize this moment and help India position as a global leader in this kind of mobility. And as we advance towards the next generation in air mobility, it is crucial to adopt cutting-edge technologies that enhance operational efficiency and safety as well. In this direction, we are making significant progress by leveraging AI-driven solutions to optimize airspace management. One of the remarkable examples is the successful deployment of the air collaborative decision making at Airport Authority of India and many other airports in the country. And once we have used technology to regulate our airspace, to see the optimum route of travel for many of these aircrafts, we have cut down the usage of fuel by 20% in each route. So imagine the kind of technological solutions that can drive the future of aviation and aerospace tomorrow. Many of the solutions are coming from tech-based startups, tech-based initiatives. So there is a great opportunity on that side. And Airport Authority of India has deployed its indigenously developed system across 8 airports in line with the Government of India's initiative of Make in India, and also streamlining, sequencing, and improving the airport operations. And I firmly believe that the Made in India solution has immense potential for global adoption, offering a scalable and innovative model for international airports also. India's aviation and aerospace sector is witnessing a transformative era where indigenous innovation and global aspirations are going to go hand in hand. And to sustain this momentum and the people across India towards the Viksit Bharat 2047, we must foster greater collaboration of public research organizations, private industries, and also the academic institutions. And I firmly believe that fostering a strong research ecosystem and encouraging public-private partnerships, India has the potential to emerge as a global powerhouse. And one important thing that I would like to mention again, which previous speakers have mentioned, is the skilling and training, capacity building for the younger generation also. I see a lot of the people who are involved in aerospace and aviation here today, and it is a very passionate subject. You can't go through your engineering or you can't go through your college, your degree, and then at 24 years you'll say that no, I want to be in aerospace. Aerospace or aviation, space programs, this aeronautical, all these kind of things, this is an inspiration, this is a passion that gets built up when you're a kid itself. When that passion develops as a kid, it gives you the energy to go long way in this industry. So we have to tap the potential at the right age, at the young age, especially during the schooling age, where you want to inspire them to come into this industry. And there is a great opportunity there for all of us to tap into that network. We have to go back to the schools. We have to present them with the kind of opportunities that are there in this area. We have to present to them the kind of technological advancements and the career opportunities and the kind of growth that this whole sector is experiencing. So we need to go back to the blackboard and we need to sit with those young children, talk about our stories, especially the people who have gained so much in this area. We need to go back to them and inspire the next generation. Imagine with your all efforts, the kind of progress India has made. And if you want to run this cycle for another 30 years, you need those school children to become passionate in this area and to come forward and to make themselves committed to this sector for another 30, 40 years. So that is a task at hand for all of us. And with people like our Taib ji, who has come all the way from Abu Dhabi. So people like us all have to collectively think about this. We have to sit together, design, innovate many good programs so that we can inculcate those kind of children also into our future ahead. And in this regard, I also see that Aeronautical Society of India playing an instrumental role in driving India's aerospace sector towards self-reliance and global leadership. And one more thing I want to present from our ministry side, as we are trying to bring more children also into the picture, one other commitment that we are having today is to include more women also into this aviation sector. 25% is a target that we have set immediately. And right now, just one fact that we have right now is that the pilots, the figure of pilots working in the Indian aviation sector is 15%, whereas the global figure is 5%. So we are already leading the space here today, but we are committing ourselves that we need to have more women in this aviation sector. And like I said, as we are going to these young children, we want the young daughters of this country also to come and play a big role in this aviation sector. And likewise, I would feel Aeronautical Society, in the way forward, we need to ensure that more women come into this sector. We believe in that equality, we believe in that collectiveness, and that has been the strength of our country, and that has to be the strength of the country moving forward tomorrow also. And with the collective efforts of all stakeholders, I am confident that India will not only achieve self-reliance in aerospace, but also contribute meaningfully to global advancements setting new benchmarks in technology, sustainability, and air mobility. I would like to once again extend my heartfelt congratulations to the Aeronautical Society of India and its members for more than 7 decades of excellence in the aerospace sector. I also commend the successful organization of this national conference, and I eagerly look forward to the meaningful interactions and insightful discussions that will take place tomorrow also. And I will also look forward to all the contributions that the Aeronautical Society has to make in the coming future. And wherever there is a possibility, we are very much interested to participate, to collaborate with the society and all the people that are here so that we can collectively move towards the common goal of Viksit Bharat 2047. And in fact, I've received that standing ovation for coming here today, but I don't think there is nothing special that I've done. It is my responsibility to come here to see what is happening in this great aviation sector in the country. And in fact, if you consider me coming here as some kind of power, that's the power of aviation only. Within 2 hours, I could come from Delhi to Pune. So it is the power of aviation that is bringing the country together, that is bringing everyone closer together. People have come from various parts of the country. So imagine when technology advances, the kind of opportunities it gives us, the kind of scenarios that it creates. So we need to tap into that very, very strongly. India is a great country with great minds. All we need is the right direction and the right goals, and which is why Aeronautical Society of India here is committed to doing that and achieving that. We are once again from the ministry and from the government side appreciating all the efforts that have been put here today, and my sincere thanks to Satish Reddy Garu for making it a reality for me being here. And it was his idea that I have to be present here. It is our community that's going to be here. So he ensured that I was here. But more than me participating as a minister, I'm thoroughly inspired by all the people that are here, and I have a lot of learning to take back from here. So thank you once again. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.